All right, Coach, just if you want to just open with some general comments on the game, and we'll kind of go from there.
Obviously thrilled to be moving on to Monday night. We knew that Holy Family was such a talented team, and to get here for them, they've been in big games, they've beaten good teams, and we knew it was going to be a battle, possession by possession, and it proved exactly what we had talked about. But fortunately, we had these two on our side, and I think seniors, leadership, you can talk about that, making big shots. They got it done for us, and we're playing on Monday night. It's very exciting.
Coach, what was kind of the approach with them? I mean, they came in on a roll. That's 7 in a row. Right. It was no mistake. I mean, they were obviously a very talented team, but was it the approach to really kind of try to put them on their heels a little bit, make them maybe try to doubt themselves early and play in front of them, or not get them confident in the game, but then continue their overall confidence? Well,
that's definitely always something we want to do, start game strong, and I thought we did that tonight very, very well. We came out, we moved the ball well, got some good looks, we were getting stops, and then we had talked about this team and their toughness. Holy Family is just a very, very well-coached, very, very physical, tough team, and that's what they did to get back in the game, and then it just became possession by possession. They did a great job to finish halftime tied up, and we talked about it was going to be about who was, willing to battle for the next 20 minutes, and you couldn't take a possession off, and they're a very, very impressive team. So, we always want to start game strong, but we needed to, obviously keep that momentum a little bit better than we did tonight.
How much did you learn about your team tonight? I mean, it's one thing like last night to come out, take care of business. I mean, I think you definitely showed there was no effects of the 80-10 tournament. It really, took care of business last night. And then tonight have to really grind one out against a quality opponent to get to the regional final on Monday. Right.
And, this wasn't a surprise for us who have been doing this all season and being around these players and what they've brought. To be regular season champs, that took what you saw tonight. It took a grittiness, an ability to keep it game by game and possession by possession, especially in a league as talented as the NE10. I think the experience that we get by playing in our league helps us to get to Monday night, and that's what you saw tonight. You don't have to win pretty at this point. You just need to be able to grind it out and play with confidence, and I think that's the biggest thing with this team. There were times tonight that I thought we got a little bit tentative, but when we gathered and talked, they went back out and made plays. And certainly both of these kids made huge shots for us and rebounds and, took a charge that wasn't called, but that's all right. You took it.
Yeah. Amy, just talk about your 19 points. You certainly had a strong game last night, hit some big shots last night, but then tonight, the stat line to go along with that to show off, I guess, with 19 points. Just talk about your night and be able to help the team get just to Monday.
Yeah, some nights they fall and some nights they don't, but I struggle to take a ton of credit for my shots because they're coming off screens and they're coming off awesome passes from my teammates, and just our offensive sets. Like, our execution has been so solid these past 2 games, even when we've been struggling. We buckle down, we set a good screen, and just stick to our stuff. So I think execution's been huge. And then I get an open shot. And some nights they're going to fall and some nights they're not. And right now, they're falling, so let's keep it that way. But I owe it to the team. It's all them and their execution.
Tori, again, another strong game inside for you. Just talk about, being able to set up that inside-outside with Amy by controlling what was going on inside.
I thought it was good that I got some looks inside early because then it opened up the outside for Amy and the other great shooters. Like Amy said, we execute really well, and if we keep it up, I can't wait to see what happens.
Now with seniors here, with the opportunity in front of you guys on Monday, I'm sure you're looking forward to having a day off tomorrow to regroup after these 2 games, but just talk about that and, the opportunity ahead on Monday.
Yeah, we couldn't be more excited. Tonight was huge for us. We have never made it in our 4 years to this game. So we know we didn't want tonight to be our last game, and to have New Haven as our matchup on Monday is probably the best thing that could happen to us. We had a 1-point loss to them earlier this season, and we're just hungry for it. We're ready.
Tori, just.
I think she covered it.
Coach, you, you know, it's been a few years since you've gotten to this point, and that now with this group of seniors, extra special, or, you know, just the opportunity you had on Monday?
A lot of pressure is there. Very, very special. I really like these guys. No, you can't write a better story, because when these two came in as freshmen, you know, our program had struggled for a couple years and we weren't in a very good place. And to have these guys do what they've done, especially as younger players, and stay really, really committed to getting us back to where, you know, where Meg Methvin, our assistant coach, had been as a player and had been to 4 NCAA tournaments. It took a lot of really, you know, hard work and commitment, and these two have been leaders since they arrived. And I think that's what you're seeing now is the fruits of their hard work, not just this year, but all 4 years. And, you know, you always, as a coach, you want your kids rewarded with these type of experiences and these games. And to be able to play in the big game Monday, this is what they deserve. And, you know, not only on the court, but off the court. You could talk about both of these kids, and, you know, just academically, they do the right thing. Off the court, they always do the right thing, and so they should be rewarded with Monday's game. And obviously, we're hoping to take it a couple steps further.
Let's talk about the matchup. New Haven only played them once, at one point game, as you mentioned. You know, certainly this league's been the Northeast 10 kind of a 3-team race all year long, and you guys are 2 of the 3. Just
Right.
talk about them and, you know, obviously the challenge ahead on Monday night.
Yeah, they are a phenomenal team. Just, you know, very well balanced. Obviously, Hayes being the player of the year, the defensive player of the year, they certainly have quite a talented group. I think they're well balanced. They've got good post presence. They've got some really tough guard play. But as Amy said, I think we're really excited about this matchup because it was one of our few losses during the regular season, and we know that we didn't play our best game down there, and we can play better. And even that being said, the kids did a great job in that game to really battle back and give us a really great look to win the game. So it's really perfect for us on Monday.
All right, congratulations on the win tonight, and look forward to Monday night.
Thank you.